but they're paired. They're always paired.
Yeah.
You need a shaman to know which goes to which. They're Lakshmi Nare.
Oh.
So there also are holy stones around the world, but the Shaligram must come from the Kali Kentucky River.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Oh, and another question. I saw a lot of saligram. They are painted like as Narasimha, or some they are carved in like Lakshmi, Narayan, or Vishnu, or so. Are they different, or how do you like recognize this one is Narasimha, this one is Lakshmi, Narayan?
Good question. So actually, all of the ones that have the big mouth are Narshingadev, like the big opening. They're Narshingadev. In the Shastras, it explains how to see which saligram is which. Yeah. I'm going to be honest, I'm not a master at that. But there are some very obvious ones. Okay, so for example, there's many of them that are just like balls, they're smooth. These are Ladu Gopal saligrams. There's one up there that's like it's like long and has like two bumps.
Oh.
And this is Balakrishna. And it's very interesting actually, because you know what it looks like? Zygote, where the moment the sperm enters the egg and the egg splits.
Yes.
It's what it looks like. But imagine in the Shastras, this is microscopic. No one can see that obviously with the eye.
Yes.
And yet the yogis recognize, that looks like when the life first enters the egg. And so that's worshipped as Baby Krishna. Cool, huh? It's amazing. We have one that very much, it has a horn on top. This is Varaha. A few, but one especially. This was amazing actually. It was our first time doing Abhishekam to the first 1,000. Guruji worked his magic and helped us texting people to get the first 1,000. And we were doing our first Abhishekam. It was amazing, my God. And all of a sudden, I was just chanting Varaha, 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 Varaha. And then Swami Chitta went, look, it looks like Varaha. I was like, my God, it's crazy. And it's true. Look, there's a horn on him. Yeah. The ones, there's some that are, it's like a rock ball, but they perfectly come apart, like into two pieces. These are always Lakshmi Nare.
Okay.
Yeah. For example, there's many other stuff. Yeah. All of the Dutch avatar are found in the saligram. You just need to know what you're looking for. Yeah. But there's only one Lord. Yeah. It's not like this one is Ladu Gopal, so you can't worship him as Narshingadev. That's not it. Actually, you could actually worship any saligram, any form. And so obviously our Mula Murti is present to Narshingadev, so we worship them all as Narshingadev. Yeah. There are many that are carved in different forms. Like we have a couple of Vishwarupas. We have some that were carved as the Vishnu Padam, the feet of Vishnu, or Ram Nambar, the Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Mahavishnu, Lakshmi. Actually, all of the Utsava Murtis of these Murtis and the Utsava Murtis of the Mas in the other temple are Shaligrams. And they can only be carved by certain individuals. And so they've been carved to help our eyes, our mind, see them in a certain way. But did they have to be carved? Absolutely not. But that we've carved them as Ramanuja, as Babaji, Lakshmi, Rukmini, Panduranga. Not Tulsi, that would be weird. That's why we have a Tulsi Murti made of Tulsi wood. Yeah. Which it took 15 years, Mata. I'm very happy she's here, but it took 15 years of prayer for her to finally come. Something always stopped. It was crazy. It took until just a couple weeks ago she finally arrived. And also like the greenhouse in SPN. Mata, don't think I've forgotten. For 10 years, no, for 12 years, I worked hard to try to make that greenhouse. And it only happened when I left. I was so angry. I said, what is this? I was so upset with her. I was so mad. I was like, I was trying so hard to make it happen, and it was only when I left they made the greenhouse. She allowed it. But I'd say many years ago, Guruji had said in SPN he wanted a Tulsi greenhouse before we bought the place. And so, he said it like to many people, but we were talking. And so it was also something personal between Guruji and I, how I felt. Guruji moved on very quickly. He didn't really care. He was just, it was just a thought, like, oh, it'd be nice. But I never moved on. And I prayed for it so much that finally, after probably 5 years, I'm walking up the way, and Guruji's coming down from the bungalow, and he just stops, and he's so annoyed. He goes, yes, you can have your Tulsi greenhouse. Are you happy? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, because clearly Tulsi was bothering him. I was praying so much for it. So one day, Mata, before I die, big one here. Yeah. Karuna paints the saligrams, and it's so lovely, isn't it? Like we'll be painting them. I mean you. That's the royal we. We will paint them. Yes. We are painting. No, Karuna's painting. But she can attest to this. She'll paint them, and we'll be like, and it's just like, no, that's not it. That's not their personality. That's not right. And then she'll do it again. And then sometimes it takes a couple times, and then all of a sudden it's, yes, perfect. That is them, right? It's amazing. Amazing. And and one day she has job security. All of the saligrams will be painted. I felt
about Tulsi. So all kinds of Tulsi are Tulsi Devi?
Yes. So there are different forms of Tulsi. There's Vana Tulsi, and that's that Tulsi there. Vana Tulsi actually is not usually used in worship. So if you went to the Hare Krishnas, they would never use a Vana Tulsi. But I don't care, because Vana Tulsi is my favorite. She's so beautiful, and she smells amazing. My God, the smell is so sweet. And also, Guruji said, actually any basil plant, even Thai basil or whatever basil, if you worship her as Tulsi, Tulsi's energy will enter there.
Wow.
But this is very liberal. Other Vaishnavas would say absolutely not. Yeah. But there's 3 main types of Tulsi that are usually worshipped in Vaishnavism, and that's Sham Tulsi. So that's Tulsi that turns purple, dark. Like Sham, Krishna Tulsi. There's Rama Tulsi, which is very white. The flowers are very white. Rama, Shama, and Vana Tulsi. But Vana Tulsi usually is not worshipped. And then there's Brahma Tulsi, which is Tulsi from the Himalayas. But she is usually also never worshipped. But whatever. We don't care. And if ever, what was happening? What was happening? What was it? Maybe it was during darshan? I don't know. In the last 48 hours, if if you ever are near Tulsi and you all of a sudden smell something very sweet, like very, very sweet, like fruity sweet, that's not a physical smell. That is her divine smell. It's an anahata smell, like it's from Vaikuntha, and this smell, this scent, comes when she materializes herself. Even if you can't see her, you'll smell it. Yeah? And usually it's only one breath. You go, wow, what is that? And you can't smell it ever again. Because she came to bless you. Yeah? But I think maybe it was during darshan. It was in the last couple of days, I don't remember exactly when. I was sitting by that door, and for a good 20 seconds, the smell was there. And it clear because she was here to be with everybody. And of course she was here because, he was here. Yeah, so if you're taking care of Tulsi, and if ever you smell like this, like amazing, it's a divine smell. You know that it's her, that she has come to bless you.